10 ways to train AI to leave better comments. If you want to learn how to train the artificial intelligence to learn exactly who you are and what you want to say and make it sound exactly like you, stay tuned in to this video because I'm going to show you the step-by-step process on how to do that. First of all, I want to tell you that we're going to be using a tool called evyAI. It's a LinkedIn AI content assistant that will help you be able to leverage LinkedIn. We have both a Google Chrome extension and a web app, and we allow you to save time, improve your visibility, and build credibility. And I'm going to be showing you 10 persona best practices. But first, let me tell you what personas are. If you're not using evyAI, I highly recommend you start using it. But make sure that you use AI in a way that you train it to know exactly who you are. So if you want to leave comments, you want to be able to generate content like posts or even direct messages, you want to make sure that you create personas. Personas has the ability to train artificial intelligence to tell it whether you're a company page or a person and who you are. And you also can include your name, your tone, your industry, your keywords, background information. This will allow the artificial intelligence to be able to know who you are every time you leave a comment. I'm going to give you 10 examples to be able to drop comments, write posts, messages, optimize your profile and everything. You can do all that and allow you to be able to increase the visibility that you have. So, for example, John said in the past 7 days, I had an 1,800% increase in post impressions and a 30% increase in followers, just from using evyAI. And this was in 2023 before we even added so many of these incredible features. So how do you get started? Well, it's really simple. You just log right in. If you have an account, you click on the Go to Web App option, and that'll log you right into the back end of evyAI. On the left side, you're going to see a button that says Personas. You click on Personas, and then it'll load all your personas. Now, there is a limited amount of personas that you can have with evyAI, but once you add your personas, you'll be able to see where the limit is. But you see here, there's Add Persona button. It's grayed out for me, but you'll be able to click on Add Persona. If you don't have any personas, you only have one persona, you'll be able to see all the different options. And on the bottom right, you can change how many personas you see in one page. So in this case, I have 50 different personas, and I'm going to show you, I'm showing you 50 at a time, but I don't have 50 personas. I probably have like 20 personas or something. But let's check out how many personas you can have here and what they are all about. So we have 10 that we're going to be reviewing today. So number 1, role-specific personas, company persona, action-oriented persona, concise commenter persona, quotation persona, custom-tailored bank persona, creative commenter persona, multilingual persona, inspirational storyteller persona, and industry expert persona. So I'm going to show you all those, and I'm going to break down each one and show you the exact examples. But just know we have a lot more resources right on our website, and also we have a community that you can join called school.com/evyAI. And in this community, you can join, be part of it, and you can ask all your questions. You can get all types of tips. We also have lots of videos in the classroom where you can see information on how to use AI. We have demonstration videos, we have LinkedIn tips, and we have a lot more resources like webinar replays and so on. And we have a calendar full of events that you can join, those live events, whether they're webinars or they're networking events and so on. So definitely check out our school community at school.com, school.com/evyAI to learn more about evyAI. So let's dig into LinkedIn and let's use our first persona and let's see which one that's going to be. So the first one is going to be a role-specific persona. So if I'm on the LinkedIn feed, this is called the LinkedIn feed as soon as you log in and you want to leave a comment, I'm going to click on the little comment box here and I'm going to select a specific role. So because I'm part of 3 companies, I have a company called Ajax Union, Evergreen, and evyAI, I'm going to select the role called the CEO of Ajax Union. And when I select that, I can hit generate and it's going to generate a comment related to the fact that, you know, I'm the CEO of Ajax Union and I have 5 kids and I have a digital marketing consultant and blah, blah, blah. You see that? So now I'm going to tag her. I'm going to press post, and I just left a very specific comment related to my role at Ajax Union. So what does that look like in the back end? If you go here and you look for my persona, let's just take a look at what that looks like. So I clicked edit, and you'll see it says Joe Applebaum, CEO, person, industry, tone, keywords, background history, and it just shows I'm the CEO of Ajax Union, and all this information about me here, taboos, personal interests, hobbies, educational background, content, and all that information. I only took up 1,300 of the 2,000 characters. I could add a lot more information. here, but this is just an example of me doing this quickly and showing you how you can be a specific role. So I have one for Evergreen. I have one for CEO of evyAI. I have one as an author. So I have many different personas, and in each persona, you can change the type of person that you are based on the role that you're in and your goal for what you want to achieve. Now let's go to the next type of persona called the company page persona. So if I want to leave a comment on Kelly Hubbard's post from the evyAI company page, the first thing I need to do is I need to change who's commenting. So if I click on comment, on the left side of the comment, it tells you who's commenting. In this case, it's Joe Applebaum commenting. But if I want to change to evyAI, I click on this little drop down next to the like button, and then I can select all these different company pages that I have. I'm going to select evyAI as the company page. I'm going to press save, and now the picture next to the comment box changes to evyAI's logo. That means when I leave a comment, it'll be leaving it as a company page. Now I want to select a persona that is a company page persona called evyAI. And now when I hit generate, it's going to think it's evyAI and make the comment related to it being evyAI. I'm going to press insert. I'm going to press post. And now this comment is related to, it knows it's a company page and leaving a comment related to that. Just like that. I want to leave another one. Let's say I want to leave one as Ajax Union. I'm going to give it a like. I'm going to change it to the Ajax Union company page. I'm going to press save. And now I'm going to change to Ajax Union over here. First one here, that's a company page persona. I'm going to press generate. Hey, Duke, your insights on automation are spot on. At Ajax Union, we've seen firsthand how the tailored messaging of the funnel can be a great approach. I'm going to press insert. I'm going to press post. And as you can see, Ajax Union now just left a comment related to marketing automation, related to what we do for a living and how we give people an ROI. So let's look in the back end what that looks like. I'm going to go into the back end, click on personas. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to do 25 at a time so we see all of them. And we see here we have Ajax Union show. So here it's a company page. I'm going to press edit. And it's going to say Ajax Union Digital Marketing Agency helps you get an ROI. We help what we do, all this stuff. You see that? Basically breaks down everything that we do, how we do it, who we help, what our core values are, our ideal clients, all the information about Ajax Union. Okay? And you tell it it's a company page. You tell it what industry it's in, the tone it should have, and the keywords and phrases it should use. Let's go back to personas and let's find the evyAI persona. Right here, it's also a company page. I'm going to press edit. You can see we put the evyAI logo here. We told it the persona name, the company, the industry, the tone, the keywords. And we said, you are evyAI, an intelligent AI assistant that has pretty cool superpowers, blah, blah, blah. And we have 1,800 characters of information, including how to upgrade and everything else related to that. So this is really powerful when you're using company pages, and it's a second way to be able to use evyAI. The third way is called the action-oriented persona. So I have personas for different things that I want to promote. So for example, I want to promote the evyAI webinar. I want to promote the school community that I mentioned earlier. I want to be able to promote the evyAI demonstration video. I want to promote my book, High Energy Networking. So if I want to leave a comment with my book, I can just use this persona, and it's act as Joe Applebaum, author of High Energy Networking, a book about relationship building. The book is available on Amazon at highenergynetworking.com. And then don't use these keywords absolutely, spot on, you nailed it, you hit the nail on the head, or anything cheesy like that. And use a Spartan tone and use words like your network is your net worth and other networking friendly phrases. So I can include all the phrases here. I have plenty of room. I only use 400 characters of my 2,000 characters here. But let's see what that looks like inside the feed, and let's see what that looks like inside the DM as well. So I just loaded the post. I see Alex is here. I'm going to leave a comment with my book. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to click, I'm going to look for the book post right here, the book persona, I should say. I could also change my tone here. I can make it happy. I can encourage action or build relationships. I'm going to press generate. So I just selected my goal, my tone, my persona. Love this, Alex. Haters are just going to be part of the journey. Your network is your net worth. You see that included that because that was inside the training. And it actually included a link to the book, just like that. Boom. And as you can see, it did that very, very quickly and very efficiently. If I want to do that inside the DM, I can find somebody that commented about anything. So for example, I just used it with this. She said, thank you so much. It's been a rewarding journey. I look forward to many more years of BNI. And I had the AI put a link to our next webinar, which is crazy, by the way. Just like that, it did that. So now I wanted to go over here and I want to let him know about our for example, our school community. So what I can do is I can scroll down, click on evyAI. I can select the school community. and I hit generate. And what it's going to do is it's going to read the post, and it's going to say, Happy Friday, Steve. Thank you so much for sharing the uplifting video. Your energy is contagious. By the way, we have a fantastic community called AI for LinkedIn. Blah, blah, blah. Let's collaborate. Okay? So I'm just going to delete Happy Friday, Steve. I'm just going to write Happy Bushido. Happy Bushido, Steve, blah, blah, blah. Here's a video, and it included a link to the school community. I'm going to press send. And you can see this working for anything that you have. You might have a book. You might have a webinar. You might have a presentation. You might have a lead magnet. You might have whatever it is that you might have going on in your life. You can actually create a call to action that automatically gets entered into there, which is an extremely powerful way for you to be able to create customized communication for your sales team, for yourself, for your assistant, in a way that speaks to that person. It's just so incredibly easy to do when you're using evyAI, and it saves a ton of time. That's really the key. Next, we have the quotation persona. So for example, if you want to see your saved profiles on evyAI, you just go to Save Profiles right over here. And then what you can do is you can select a particular list. In this case, I'm going to select influencers. And you can see I saved people to an influencer list because I like commenting on influencers. So for example, Jasmine Alec, I'm going to control click on that so it opens up in a new tab, and Austin Bellick, and for example, Reid Hoffman, founder of LinkedIn, Bill Gates, founder of Microsoft, Alex Hermosi, Gary Vaynerchuk. You see, I have all their posts open right here. So if I want to leave a comment, I can easily leave a comment. I already left a comment here for him. Let's see, Austin Bellick. I did not leave a comment, so I'm going to leave a nice little quote here. I'm going to click on the quote persona. I'm going to hit generate. Great insights, Austin. Personalizing thank you notes can make a huge difference. Okay, so that's a couple words, and then it gives a really, really nice quote related to that by Jimmy Johnson. I'm going to press enter, I press post, and I close. Now I'm top of mind with that influencer and their network. I want to comment on Reid Hoffman. I want to leave a quote as well. I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit generate, and it's going to put in a couple of words and drop a nice little quote. Sounds like an insightful discussion, Reid. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Boom. Send. Okay, so now I just commented on Reid Hoffman's post. Now I want to comment on Bill Gates' post. So Bill Gates reposted that. I'm going to do the one from 22 hours ago. I'm going to leave a comment here. I'm going to press post, generate comment. It'll generate a quote from Peter Drucker. Okay, and this is me commenting on Bill Gates' post. Now I'm going to do Alex Hermosi. He has 366 comments, 422,000 followers. I'm going to leave a comment. Love the structure, Alex. The key is not to prioritize what's in your schedule, but to schedule your priorities, by Stephen Covey. And I'll show you what that looks like. I'm actually going to tag Alex because he's a first-degree connection of mine. And then finally, Gary Vaynerchuk, one of my favorite people to follow online. He shares so many great insights, has such a great engaged community. But what he doesn't realize is that when he shares a link, his post doesn't go very far compared to his other posts, which is fine. I don't care. I'm not going to tell him. But I'm telling you, don't include a link. So I'm going to post this over here. He could have included this link in the comments. He would have had so many more views and comments, just like he did by this one over here. Take a look. 800 likes. So and many, many more shares. So it's very powerful when you do things correctly on LinkedIn. So I just left a nice little comment, tagged him, and so on. And again, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And this happens in seconds, not even minutes. In seconds, you can do this. So that's called a quotation persona. And I'll show you what the persona looks like. So if I go back to personas here and I scroll down to the quotation persona, I call it Joe Applebaum quote. I press edit. You'll see it says, you are Joe Applebaum, CEO of Ajax Union, founder of evyAI. You leave a comment with a simple response that's 5 to 9 words. You also include a quote from a popular author. And I include the names of the authors like Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Dale Carnegie, Brian Tracy, Stephen Covey, Zig Ziglar, Napoleon Hill, and any other popular person that has a quote relevant to the topic. For example, if the topic is related to success, you might include a quote at the end with a short comment with success leaves clues - Tony Robbins. So the key is to include specifics for this as well. Now, if you want to see my persona related to the comment bank, this is really important for people who don't like AI-generated comments. They want to have control over what comments they leave. So for example, I say, act as Joe Applebaum, CEO of evyAI, and use one of the following comments or any combination of them. Okay, so I say option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. I gave it 4 different options, and I gave very specific comments to use. And then I said, feel free to add the author's name to the post, the author of the post's name to the comment, mix it up, and change some of the comments as needed, but use the framework we provided. Don't include words. I should fix this instead of works. Don't include words like spot on, nailed it, or anything that sounds robotic, okay? I'm going to press update persona because I just changed the word works to words. And now, check this out. I'm going to go here on LinkedIn. I'm going to go right on LinkedIn, and I'm going to leave a comment. Now I'm going to leave one of those comments from the comment bank. I'm going to select comment bank right over here. And now I'm going to press generate, and it's going to generate one of those comments from the comment bank. Love your approach. Boutique growth. It's inspiring to see your innovative methods. So it's leaving it on a company page, obviously. And this is an ad, which is great. They're advertising boutique growth. And I just left a comment on there. Let's do Brenda Miller's post over here. Again, if you're very specific with the type of comments you want to leave, then specify the comments you want to leave, and it'll pick one of those. You're really crushing it in your in forum. It's inspiring to see your dedication and impact over the years. Boom, looking forward to see your amazing work. Okay, that's word for word, verbatim what I wrote in the comment, but it chose one of the 4 options, and it really mixed it up by adding her name and so on. So again, if you don't like AI-generated comments, so then select your own comments, put them in there, or you can even put them in as templates. We have the ability to use templates if you don't want to use AI at all. But if you do want to use AI to kind of mix it up, then this is a great way to do it using our comment bank persona. Next is the multilingual persona. So if you want to check out multilingual persona, you go here, and you can see I have a comment in Spanish. So I hit edit. So you'll see over here, act as Joe Applebaum, CEO of Ajax Uni, marketing expert. Make the comment in Spanish, but make it short, under 20 words, and to the point. Do not use fancy language. Only use language that a 10-year-old would understand. Make it relevant to the post. So, for example, if I want to leave a comment in Spanish, what I can do is I can go on LinkedIn, for example, find somebody that I want to leave a Spanish comment on. I change this to Spanish. I press generate, and it'll write a comment in Spanish. Que historia inspirada, da-da-da-da, whatever, right? I could also change the language on the bottom left corner here if you want. You can change the language here, many different languages. But in this case, I did it inside the persona. Sometimes you want to have a little more specific comments that you want to leave, words that it should use, words that it shouldn't use, specific language, and so on. So this is a comment language persona, multilingual persona, I call it. Here's another one called a creative commenter persona. This creative commenter persona is extremely valuable. Let me show you how it works. So let me show you how that works. You go into the back end here, you click on personas, and you go to the creative commenter persona, which means you can have different types of creativity. So for example, I say I am the Joe Applebaum, I do poems, rhyming, and comedy, and I tell it to choose. I say act as Joe Applebaum, a poet and a comedian, and you could reply with one of the following depending on the appropriate topic. You'll either write a poem that is related to a topic, or you create a fun rhyme, or tell a joke. Keep it lighthearted. I give it some information about myself. So if I go into LinkedIn and I go to the feed and I see a post and I want to leave a comment, I can select my creative commenter persona and it might write a little rhyme. You see, on LinkedIn, persistence is key. It's viral only to the degree, blah, 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 blah. You see that? I press insert. I go in here, tag the person if I want. And then I could just hit post. You see that? It made a nice little poem for me. Love that. My favorite might be telling stories on LinkedIn. And I do this in Sales Navigator. So for example, if I go into Sales Navigator, I click on leads. And then I click on lead shares, which shows me all the posts of my leads. I could scroll down, click on a post of a particular VP of sales, for example. And then I can click on the evyAI logo. I can select tell a story. So I have a storytelling persona, generate, and it'll go ahead and tell a story. Kind of reminds me of the time that I collaborated with a local startup to host a community. We brought together a people for the passion, blah, blah, blah. Can't wait to see the winners. Enjoy the cruise in the MLB game. Insert. And I could say post. So you want to see the back end of that, what that looks like? I'm going to go back to personas. I'm going to go to story persona, and I'm going to say the following. Act as Joe Applebaum, share a short, inspiring story, mention the author name, and begin the comment with, kind of reminds me of the time that, and tell a story. Don't use the words like nailed it, absolutely, or spot on, as they sound robotic, and I want to sound more conversational. Keep it under 150 words. All right, so you can kind of do that as well. Finally, last but not least, is the specific industry. So for example, if I want to be somebody in a specific industry, for example, Sarah, actor Sarah Busa, real estate agent from Atlantic Grand Realty, make the comments have an Argentinian accent. She has a very heavy accent, but she's professional, well-spoken. Don't use fancy words. Make it conversational as if talking to a 10-year-old child. Make the comments always discuss real estate as an expert. And then I do keywords, achievements, skills, communication style, tone, preferred phrases, taboos. So I can literally go there and give it specifics of what market to target and so on. And so then if I want to leave comments with this specific industry person, industry expert persona, now this is an industry expert, I could even have a bunch of quotes, a bunch of stats, a bunch of tips, a bunch of Q&A in here as well. There's a lot that you can do. So as you can see, evyAI is extremely powerful, and you have to train the AI. Otherwise, it's like an employee that you didn't train. So if you haven't trained the artificial intelligence, highly recommend you do that. You can go to the top right corner here. You can click on My Account, and then you can click on Teams to be able to subscribe and add your team here. You can click on Subscription, add and invite team members. Now you can have many team members inside evyAI. So check out everything evyAI has to offer on our website, evyai.com. You can either get the Chrome extension or the web app, sign up, check out our blog. We have lots of really great tutorials and prompts. For example, we have 4 different types of prompts. We have copywriting prompts, lots of different copywriting prompts. Lots of the things that I mentioned over here today are available with many more options over here inside our blog. So definitely go check out our blog. We have a lot of templates available, and we have a full demonstration video right on my profile. So if you look me up, Joe Applebaum on LinkedIn, go to the top left corner here where it says featured posts. You can watch this demonstration video. Really, really powerful. Highly recommend you check it out. And of course, join our school community, and love having you here. We have webinars on a regular basis. If you're a premium member, we do have something called the Learning Hub, where we have these really great quick links and courses for you. So if you want to see everybody's birthdays, anniversaries, job changes, you want to be able to download videos, you want to be able to have a LinkedIn dashboard, there's a lot that you can get over here as a premium member, not just getting the unlimited comments or whatever. You get a whole Learning Hub and so on. So check out the community. Check out the demonstration video, share this with a friend, and if you got value from this, of course, like this video. Check us out on YouTube. We have many YouTube videos and tutorials as well. And thank you so much for watching this. Leave a comment. Let me know which one of these personas you're going to use. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Boom.